CL. So for today's video, I wanted to go over my financial goals for this year. And I know we're almost in February and I'm a little late on this video, but I was very hesitant because I felt like I'm in a place where I don't have any financial goals, like the bare bones of it all. My financial goal for this year is just to survive the year. Because when I think about my finances, a part of me feels very hopeless because I'm in a situation that can't be changed. So believe it or not, even though I haven't been with my ex for quite some time, our divorce paperwork process is not finalized. We're still going through like the court system to get everything done, and it's been a very long process. I honestly thought it would be a faster process because essentially we didn't have anything big like a house to split or anything like that. But it's just taking so long and so much money. So the reason why I don't have any financial goals this year is because all of my money goes to my lawyers. Now I don't want to say how much I've spent so far because I'm going to wait until my divorce is totally finalized and then add up all the receipts that I paid to my lawyer. But just know that my lawyer enjoys driving to the courthouse in the Ferrari that I paid for. That is how much money I've spent, especially during the months where we actually have to attend court. It's even more expensive. Like, I get majorly depressed and I get very down whenever I have to go to court because that's like a very emotional process. And on top of that, it's a couple of weeks later at the end of the month where I get the bill for how much I have to pay. Especially when I go to court, it could easily be like a $5,000 to $6,000 day, depending on how long that process takes during that day and depending on how much paperwork they have to fill out. It's just crazy. When I started the process and got my first bill, I was charged $500 and the description was reviewed lengthy email. Keep in mind that this email only had 3 sentences. It's just one of those things, and I actually quoted a lot of lawyers before I went with the one that I went with, and they're all generally the same price. And I am thankful that my lawyer is very good because his lawyer is very cutthroat, and you need to have a lawyer that will keep up and that is also aggressive. I hate to say that, but you don't want to be walked all over during this process. And it's already an emotional process as it is. I should probably do this in a different video, but if you are someone that's going through a divorce and hasn't started the process yet, honestly, even though it costs a lot, I honestly recommend that you do it through a lawyer, just because there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot to be hashed out, and it's just a lot. I hate to say it, it's a really big process. It's a lot. You have to attend court, and it's better to have someone to represent you. But in general, as you can imagine, since this process has been so lengthy, I haven't had a chance to save anything really, because all my money is going out the door. Now my lawyer did say that the process is almost complete, but like to a lawyer, what does that mean? To me, like almost being complete is like a couple months, like 2 to 3 months, but to a lawyer that could mean the rest of the year. Like maybe by year end this process will finally be done. I'm not sure I'll be able to keep up with all the payments. I've paid so much. Every penny that's ever come in goes right back out, and I'm not sure that I'll even make it to the end of this process before I run out of money. That's why I say like my financial goals this year is to survive. And then when I was putting together my goal tracker, my goal journal tracker thing, I didn't put a financial page right away because I was just such a pessimist. I'm like, there's no way I'll be able to save any money. Like, I wish if the divorce completes, I feel more optimistic. Like, okay, so all the money that I make, I can keep essentially. But the main reason why I'm putting this out there is that I think there's a lot of people in my situation, not necessarily having to pay a lawyer, but there might be some people that feel like they live paycheck to paycheck and it feels like they don't have extra money that they can put away. So even with my situation of me having to pay thousands of dollars a month to my lawyer, I also feel like there's just no way to squeeze out money, you know? But I've been reading those books about prosperity and having like a positive attitude, positive outlook. So I decided to create one savings challenge for the year, even though when I was doing it, I felt embarrassed because it's not a hard savings challenge, but at the same time, it's a challenge that I'm not quite sure I'll make much progress on. But the whole point is to make the attempt and try, because you never know, right? But let me go ahead and show you my journal page of my savings challenge for the year. That is this here. Here you can see that I drew many little piggy banks. I believe there's 100 in total. So this savings challenge, I'm actually doing it in cash. I have like a little, if you have a piggy bank, use a piggy bank. I have like a little jar that I have in the closet. So what the savings challenge is that each of my piggies is numbered 1 through $100, but it doesn't mean like save $100. So you make deposits based on the number. So starting out, you put in $1 into your little jar, and then $2 into your jar, and you keep increasing the amount, and eventually you'll be putting like $78 into your jar, $79, and it just keeps on building and building. And as I put money into my jar, I color my little piggy. But as you see here, so far, I only have 2 little piggies colored. So I have $3 in my jar. So far for January, my little savings challenge, I have saved $3. So at the end of this challenge, if I only save $3 for the entire year, just know that that in itself is quite the accomplishment. So I'm gonna try to be positive and try it. If I can reach my goal, I will have saved a little over $5,000, which that would be really amazing to have. Like, if my divorce did finalize this year, it'd be really nice at the end of the year to have like that little extra something. But I have the attitude where I will try to put effort throughout the year to just come up with a few dollars here and there and just see how far I get. So my real goal is just to try and not necessarily to complete the challenge, if that makes any sense. So my next piggy, I have to come up with $3. And since one of my goals for this year is to kind of clean out my closet and kind of like throw away things, sell things that I don't want, kind of just to like declutter. When I was cleaning out the closet, I actually found spare change, and I think that's $1 back there. I found a little bit of money. So I'm hoping this is $3 so I can color another little piggy. But as I'm cleaning out my closet, I'm hoping to find more money. I'm really hoping to find more money as I clean out my closet because I want to color more of these little piggies. So I'm really trying to stay positive. I know the first handful of piggies, I think I can manage to scrape up a few dollars here and there so I can have more little piggies colored. And maybe I'm kind of hoping if I get a tax return this year that I will save maybe a very small percent, maybe 1% of that I can put towards my little piggies here. Just trying to come up with ways on how to scrape up money for my little savings challenge. If you are in the same boat as me, if you live paycheck to paycheck, I honestly think we can do this savings challenge together. So with the books that I'm reading, it kind of reminds you that you can be locked into a mindset. I am trying to have a more positive mindset, so I'm not just going in a cycle, you know? At least try it, because you never know what might happen by the end of the year. Go ahead and review this per your circumstances. So for me, I have 100 little piggies. This is my yearly challenge, but if you have more additional income coming in, you can make it like a 6-month challenge, or you can actually increase the little piggy amounts to make it like, instead of saving $5,000 at the end of the year, maybe you're gonna save $20,000 depending on your finances. So yeah, I just wanted to share my little savings challenge to put it out there in the universe that I am going to stay positive, even though I have a lot of financial challenges this year with my lawyer and the divorce and all that stuff. So at the end of every month, which we're approaching the end of January very soon, I'm gonna do monthly updates on how my goals are doing, just to stay accountable and kind of remind myself like, hey, you're kind of slacking in these areas. So at the end of every month, I hope to do a monthly wrap up on how I did. So subscribe if you'd like to see that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll keep you updated, and I'll see you later.